Welcome to Cambodia. It's really nice. I highly recommend it. If you haven't been to Cambodia, come. It's the happiest place in the world, you know. Very relaxing, very free. Phnom Penh's like a big village. Oh, cool. It's here at the moment. It's 1 minute past 10 at night. So it's more. Well, actually, it's tonight for you. Yeah, it's tonight for you because you're living in the past. I'm Back to the Future. But yeah, definitely come to Cambodia. You'll like it a lot. I highly recommend it. It's really cool. And also check out my playlist as well. Like I've got heaps of interviews that I do with local people here, especially in the bars, the hostess bars and so forth. So there's heaps of interviews with the local girls in my playlists. How to move to Cambodia, how to work in Cambodia. You'll also find out how much it could cost to get married here and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot freer than the West, like Australia and the US. It's hard to go back once you come out here. My apartment where I am here, I pay $270 US a month, plus electricity. So that's still relatively expensive for here. Like you can easily get an apartment in Phnom Penh for, maybe 50, 60, 80 bucks a month. But the one I've got's pretty nice, so it's in a really good spot too. But if you have a look at my playlist, there's heaps of videos on renting an apartment here, finding work here, and heaps of interviews with the local girls as well, which are really good. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like I first discovered Cambodia about 17, 18 years ago, and it sort of set me up for an early retirement, Like I don't really consider what I do now work, but yeah, the cost of living here is so low that you can just live really cheaply and in peace, like really peaceful. Yeah, no, they don't have any traffic lights either, and oddly enough, they don't seem to have like that many accidents. That's a policeman down there you can see now with the flashing lights. That's another thing as well, like you never ever see the police, like never. There's no alcohol, fueled violence or any of that sort of stuff either. It's just like super peaceful. But they haven't got the same sort of draconian sort of laws here either. Like, you can buy alcohol here 24 hours a day. Nobody cares. You can walk in and out of a nightclub with it even. But yeah, like if you haven't been to Cambodia, I highly recommend coming out. Like anyone can work here. You can buy property here even you know. If you end up getting married and you want to buy some land, you can pick up like 5 acres for like, you know, $5,000. Like, it's so cheap. So yeah, come out to Cambodia. Nah, it's nothing like LA. It's really 136 where I am here at the moment. It's got a real village feel about it. Like, yeah, I mean, it's basically, you know, in this area you've got about 10 blocks of nothing but beautiful girls and bars, you know. But at the same time, it's not seedy at all. It's actually quite respectful. The Khmer are quite conservative in their approach, you know. Good place to come out and like meet a nice girl. Like, if you want to meet someone not like nice, come to Cambodia because they're adorable people. Oh yeah, definitely. It's 136, yeah, 365 days a year. It's like a sort of like a mini street party sort of thing. Lots of fun. The people here are so genuine too. You can still buy beer down here, like pints of beer for like 50 cents in the bars, you know. A packet of cigarettes is like 75 cents. Everything's cheap. It's kind of like, you know, what Australia used to be back in the 70s. Yeah, like you think that, but surprisingly, you very rarely see it. Like, I mean, they have bad accidents in Cambodia, don't get me wrong, but, you know, given they haven't got traffic lights on most street corners, you'd think there'd be a lot more, but there's not. It's the complete opposite. It's like they grow up, you know, knowing to give way and stuff like that, you know. A lot of tuk-tuks as well, so, like, not a lot of heavy machinery on the road. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be drunk all the time. But strangely enough, on this, yeah, this last 6 months, I haven't really been drinking at all. So miracles do happen. Even the spirits in the bars and that, you know, they're not expensive. It's cocktails and stuff like that, cheap, you know, like, you know, $1.50, $2. Big danger about coming here though is not wanting to leave, you know, like, because it's just so much more free and so much more relaxing, you know, than back home. Yeah, definitely, there's loads. Yeah, all the stuff you get back home, you know, basically. Yeah, check my playlists. I do loads of interviews with like a lot of the local girls that work in the bars and stuff like that. And I also review the bars and how to live in Cambodia, how to work in Cambodia, all that sort of stuff. How to get an apartment in Phnom Penh, what it's going to cost you to move here, have a happy life, find a happy wife, all that sort of stuff. I spend probably, like a fair budget would be, well, I mean, it depends on which version of me we're talking about as well. I mean, like there's the version that has no money and tries to save everywhere I possibly can, and there's the Charlie Sheen version that goes out and blows $1,000 a night, I mean, you can have both of those lives here in Cambodia. But if you want to have a good life here, entertain yourself, and you know, sort of party a bit. Yeah, probably more so than what you do back home, but still at the same sort of level. I'd probably say if you added $40 a day onto your rent, you'd be partying pretty hard. You know, like you could go out every day, on that sort of money. But anywhere between sort of 20 and 25 or 30 bucks a day on top of your rent is a pretty bloody good life here. You know, you can live really well on that. I made a video about this actually recently. I think my magical figure was $12.50. You know, $12.50 a day plus electricity plus rent. You're going to be able to do most things here. But if you've got 20 or 30 or 40 bucks a day, then that's even better. If you've got $100 or $150 a day, you're literally living like Hugh Hefner. You know, it's like that. And the thing about the Khmer girls as well is, you're going to fall in love with every second one that you meet, because they're not only gorgeous to look at, they've got beautiful hearts and beautiful souls. You know, like you're constantly wanting to help them or be with them or whatever. You will fall in love here for sure. I made a video about this actually recently about the cost of marrying a Khmer girl out here, and how it compares to Western girls and stuff like that. I'm sure you've probably already seen. Yeah, but it's the thing about Cambodia as well is it's very addictive. You know, like I often say to people, the hardest thing about coming here is having to leave. You know, because you don't want to leave when the time comes to go home. That's why I moved here. Oh yeah, I love Cambodia. You know, like I was first introduced to it about 18 years ago, and the version of it that I saw back then is much different. To what it is now. Depending on also when you were here, like even 5 years ago, Cambodia was it was a different country. You know, they've really developed the country really quickly, and Phnom Penh especially is moving forward at breakneck speed. Getting a lot more sort of cosmopolitan as well, like a lot more restaurants are opening up, and it's improving all the time. China's invested a lot of money in the country as well to build a lot of infrastructure and stuff like that, so it's growing really quickly. It's super free, that's what I love about it, is like just the freedom and just the peace of living here, because it's just such a peaceful place. Like even here where I live, in the red light district, it's surprisingly calm and peaceful, so I like that. I lived in Bangkok for a couple of years, and I like that as well, but it was just so much busier. And it's like Ho Chi Minh, like it's nice to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Actually, no, I haven't been drinking, oddly enough. Only when I go to work do I really drink. But yeah, I've been a good boy lately, in some respects. But yeah, I probably should be having one. There's quite a few bars still down on 136 that still sell beer for like 50 cents a pint, you know. So it's not a good place to come and give up drinking. Oh yeah, the girls are trying to sell drinks, you know. So they're always yelling out. If you have a look, there's a video I made called Cat Calls in Cambodia. If you've lived here before, or if you just want to see it, I mean, it's quite endearing, you know, to be down the street listening to the girls yelling out and stuff. I can't sleep without it anymore, actually. I like the sounds. Beautiful weather this time of the year though. It's really stunning. Oh, really? Awesome. Yeah, that's casinos for you though, right? It's, I can relate to that. But yeah, there's lots of aspects of Cambodia though that are just such a joy, you know, like the people for me is the big part, you know, like the Khmer are always surprising me, you know, like it's, and they're nice surprises too, you know, they're surprisingly kind and giving, and they've been spoilt by the West, you know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I worked in a casino before as well, and just, you know, for a few months, and I didn't like it either. It's kind of like going into some sort of void every day, you know, no clocks and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of the people aren't terribly nice either. Yeah, definitely come back. Like I said, if you haven't been here in the last sort of 4 or 5 years, or before COVID, yeah, it's changed a lot. There's certain aspects of it that are the same, but like most of the good stuff's still the same, but it's just modernizing very quickly. Oh, okay, yeah, 2023. Yeah, well, it's still changed a bit since then, but inflation is still practically zero. Cost of living still really low. People are still lovely. There's lots of love. January's a good month as well. January, February, March. But I prefer the wet season myself. I like the rain. Is that the Philippines, is it? Yeah, I've been to Manila, if that's what you mean. and I've been to what's it called? Palawan, the island of Palawan. Yeah, I've been there. I haven't really done a lot of it, you know, like haven't been to Boracay or anything like that, but Palawan was really nice. Love that island, it's beautiful. El Nido and all that. Yeah, it's very nice. I do like the Philippines, but I just feel safe in Cambodia. Like I feel as though the Khmer have adopted me, you know? One to 10. Phnom Penh, Bangkok, Manila. Oh, look, there's stuff to like about Bangkok, and oddly enough, there's also stuff about Manila that I didn't really mind. But I don't know. I mean, Cambodia's just mega safe. Like, there's no police, you know, standover tactics. There's, you know, I mean, apart from the odd snatch and grab, car accident, that sort of stuff, it's really safe. It's like ridiculously safe. But I guess it also comes back to how long you've sort of been in an area and how well you get to know it as well. But yeah, it's definitely very, very safe here. The biggest danger in Cambodia is getting run over or having a car accident, or doing something stupid that gets you in trouble, you know. But generally, I feel very safe here. Like, even just setting up this webcam, like, I mean, I didn't even ask the authorities or anything, I just did it. And yeah, the first week or so, I was kind of looking over my shoulder thinking, well, gee, are they going to come and arrest me, you know? But nobody even cared. Like, even the girls down on the street, like, yeah, they whinge occasionally, but they know that I'm not trying to take photos of them, so they don't care. Yeah, if I did the same thing in even Australia, I mean, guaranteed there'd be someone who'd have a problem with it, you know? But not in Cambodia, you know. It's a special place. It really is. It's my favourite out of all of them. But I've got a pretty charmed sort of life here as well, so I mean that's got a lot to do with it too, you know. But if you're looking for a wife or something, like Cambodia is definitely the place to come. You know, if you want to meet a partner or whatever, you know, what have you. Yeah, a great number of people here speak English though. Like, the poorer they are, the less English they'll generally speak. But even the poorer ones tend to pick up English pretty quickly, especially, you know, in the service industries that we interact with. But yeah, I mean, Khmer is an interesting language too. It's kind of like, it sounds like a lot of our slang. No, not at all. Even with the ones that don't speak English, I can still communicate with them. Like, I can speak little bits of Khmer and stuff like that, and there's just little things that you learn. But they're all on the same page as well. You know, like they know the deal. You know, I mean, they know where you come from. You know, the country, the capital cities, and the states, all that sort of stuff. They're well versed in dealing with tourists. And a little bit of money here goes a really long way, like ridiculously long. Yeah, a month here is not really long enough though. Like you need longer to really get a feel for it. It really is like a big village, Phnom Penh, but there's just so many nooks and crannies and so many places. It's kind of like Bangkok in that way. There's so many places that if you didn't know the place was there, you would never go. You know, and it's the same here. Like there's a lot of places the locals will take you that you just wouldn't know were there, and they're some of the best places in the city, you know. Okay, that's not a bad budget for a month, but you can, you know, I mean, you can go crazy here too. I mean, if you've got $2,000 a month, you know, you really are living the dream, you know. What blows me away is how many eligible women there are, you know, like that are potentially wife material. You know, there's just so many that are just lovely human beings, you know. That's the part that kills me. Oh, okay, that's good. No, that's fine. But I always tell my mates, you know, like Khmer women make excellent wives. They're excellent mothers, excellent wives. Good nannies too, actually, come to think of it. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you could easily spend, you know, $200-300 a day here. I don't know how long you'd live doing it, but yeah, it's that sort of place. It's like being, I tell my mates, it's like being back in high school, you know? Like, that's what it feels like. Because the Khmer are they're so, I don't know, just pure and sweet. They're such lovely people, you know? Like, all of them. It doesn't matter how old they are. They've got that innocence about them. It's almost childlike. They're lovely people. I think it's because they were cut off from us for so long. Yeah, I don't really get, like I live like a block from the river, but I only really get down there early in the morning for sunrise or sometimes at sunset. I don't really spend much time down on the riverside. Yeah, like you know, China's put a lot of money into property here. So over Chinatown or over towards Naga World and so forth, they've really built some really nice buildings. Some of them are just gorgeous, you know, like really, really beautiful, real contrast. Yeah. I find real life is not so bad though, you know. Even if you're poor in Cambodia, it's not like being poor in in the West. Like in the West, you're really segregated and isolated. Here it's a real community. People, they sort of look out for each other to a certain extent. And the weather's sort of conducive to living well, even if you're homeless, you know. Yeah, Sihanoukville, it's coming along. It's a work in progress, you know. But when I first went there, it had more problems than it does now. So it's good they've got plumbing and so forth now. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm based here in Phnom Penh. Street 136. This is the view from my balcony. So this is where I live, above all the bars and all that sort of stuff. Best part of town. Yeah, it wasn't. It was, I first went there in, I think it was 2004, I think it was, or late 2003. The difference is striking, but at the same time, something had to happen, you know. Up on top of the hill, whenever you'd have a thunderstorm, the mud would all run off into the bay and turn it black, you know. Like, people forget all that sort of stuff. Koh Rong and Koh Rong Sam Lom are still paradise, you know. But the mainland was always going to end up like a Gold Coast or Miami, you know. I'm just going to log off for a while, but I'll be back online in about an hour, guys. So if you want to check out my playlists, and thank you so much for watching. I'll be back online probably about midnight or a bit before. Thank you so much.